What's going on, everybody? It's Afro Think Tank. Yo, this Korean dude was going off talking about how Korean people suck, right? And I'm listening to him because I'm like, why would you make a video talking about your people suck? And then when he was going over all the different reasons, a lot of it was sounding very familiar. If you notice, a lot of people say the same thing about their own people, right? It's almost like you can say a lot of things about your family members, about your brothers and your sisters, and if you hear somebody else tell the same story, it'll sound very familiar because of the dynamics between you and your brother and your sister in a family setting, right? So when you hear like Asian people and Koreans, like within the Asian diaspora, talk about who they don't like, what things that divide them, it also helps you to, it helps us reflect on our own relationships we have with each other and realize that, to be honest, the same things that we complain about, they complain about. The same things, like when we say, some people may say, oh, when I'm African, if I go back to Africa, they look at me differently or whatnot, or they look at me as a foreigner, or they call me this or they call me that, right? In the Asian community, they got the same thing. If you were an Asian and you went to America or to Canada or the West, and when you come back, they're gonna have a name for you. You're gonna be a little special, you're gonna be a little different, you're gonna stand out, right? You're not quite separated, but you are acknowledged that you got a little something extra, and you're a little different, right? And a lot of times the diaspora, they get offended by this, right? And they say, oh, that's a rejection of me, right? Or that you're repudiating me, and then that causes people to go back and forth, right? And thinking that it's something unique between their own group of people. But to be honest, everybody does it. The Europeans do the same thing. European Americans do the same thing with the Europeans in Europe. The Asians do the same thing with the Asians in Asia. And the Africans, first, second generations who come here, who they, for all intents and purposes, they know their tribe, their nations and all that, and they still, when they go home, they get called the same things anybody else would get called that's not from there, right? And that's always been since time immemorial. When people have traveled, went places, when they go home, they've always had extra little, terms, little phrases. And what we got to do is learn to comprehend these things and not take offense all the time, and learn that life is more complicated and nuanced, and language is more complicated and nuanced than we like to give it credit for. And then we got to take a lot more things in consideration when talking to each other. Anyway, I just like looking at other people and their stuff and reflect on the stuff that we got to realize as human beings, we all pretty much doing the same thing, give or take some very glaring differences. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So like, why the fuck do Korean people suck? Genuinely, like, dude, bro, I'm fully Korean. I can say this, bro. Dude, Koreans suck. Yeah, like, we suck. Period, bro. Everybody in SoCal. Okay, let's talk about SoCal first. Almost every single Korean person I know that's from SoCal, I would never want them in my house. They're all weird. They're all weird. They always have at least like 10,000 followers on Instagram, but like all of them have nicotine addictions, alcohol problems. And on top of that, they're just bad people. Like, they either diddled somebody or they just be pulling some fucking bullshit half the time. I had a friend who took a dude out to prom. I think it was prom or winter formal. And they were just going as friends. And she vehemently rejected him. I don't know if I said that word right. Vehemently rejected him, saying, no, I do not want to be with you. And obviously he got butthurt, so he started like touching her. And on top of that, she had to drive him home. He was obviously drunk. And fucking they had to stop at McDonald's because this dude wouldn't stop whining. This guy got a McDonald's burger, put the bun out, and started smearing mayonnaise all over the back seat of the car. He was Korean. I'm incredibly ashamed of the actions and behavior of my race. Like, it's not, okay, look, listen, man, it's not even SoCal. its Bay Area especially, and its mainland. Anybody outside of that, I think is okay. I don't know too much about New York Koreans because I just don't know too much about New York in general. I think they're fine. Honestly, I think most people from New York are okay. You know, they're a little bit crazy, but they're not like evil. You know, but like specifically, dude, let's talk about the mainland ones, bro. What the fuck is going on over there? They're all homophobic. Like at like an abnormal amount too. Like they would like throw rocks at a gay person. Like, bro, like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And then like I don't know if y'all know, but like you can actually get canceled in Korea for doing this. Because it's like the small dick thing. Yeah, bro, like people over in mainland Korea get so mad about this that they would actually like go out of their way to like ruin your career, bro. Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with us? And like every single like Korean celebrity has to have some kind of like sexual assault scandal, or like there's who's that one dude, Chayonu. That's the only dude who I think didn't have like a sex assault scandal, and he just didn't file taxes for like 16 million US dollars. Like, bro, dude, there's no like, I genuinely feel like I'm not Korean at this point. Because, like, my parents are totally fine. They raised me right. I don't do any of that stuff. And I swear I don't. I swear I don't. If you ever see me on the news saying I did that shit, I didn't. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with all the Koreans, bro. And, dude, yo, let me say this too, bro. Almost all Koreans are bums. They're almost all bums. They're almost all bums. And it annoys me. Cause like, okay, I think like 80% are bums and 20% are successful. Like 20% actually like put into work. And even when they do put into work, like 19 of the 20% are just pure evil. The 1% are okay. Dude, they're all bums. Like, I swear to God, bro, they don't want to do any work. They just live off their parents. And like, like they don't got a fucking driver's license at the age of like 22. What are we doing, bro? This is common. Dude, I want y'all to realize that y'all just need to start hating on Koreans. Like, genuinely, please. Cause dude, they're like, I think our species, my species, is going to die off soon because we're not realizing that we're not fucking okay.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.